The second remix of poems for my final manuscript for grad school is composed of 20 poems. 20 poems were the originals, and then they were remixed last year. And this year I'm remixing them again. I've finished 10 of them, and I'd like to read those. I'm going to read the titles of the ones before, just so that kind of get a different, I don't know, a different take on these particular poems. The first one was originally titled "All the Ways," and then it was remixed to "Raising Green in the Morning." And the title for the second remix is titled "Use." Use the television screen, use the radio waves, use the puff of a cigarette, use the sip, use the noise in a house, use the sound of my car, use the place on the wall, use the direction of feet, use the high, use the tears, use the clothes on my back, use the no thing, use the open door, use the mailbox, use the chair, use the steam, use the page, use the page. An old-fashioned "I Love You" was the first poem. It was remixed into "College Became a Secondary Institution," and the second remix is titled "Catapult." The day I was shot into the sky, a tear fled from my face. The grass thought it was a raindrop, so it grew up to catch it. I, however, am caught in the sky, and I'll stay a while. Clouds must be thicker than air. They must be easy to digest. The third poem was originally titled "Before Happily Ever After," and the first remix was titled "Narrators Are Never Heroes," and this one is titled "Storybook Furnace." Page by page, words are burning. A story is getting worse, and after the fire there is always growth, like Mount Vesuvius finally giving it up, sticking it to the land for a reason only known to them. Plants will grow, and life begins, and the fire. In this book, there's a dragon, and I laugh at its breath. I laugh at the notion that the dragon's breath can do anything but die, consumed in flames, page by page. We were taught to hope for life. We know the cycle. I just don't know what that has to do with you. But if it were all true, you will survive, my dear, and I will be the ice cube saving you from the flames. The next one is "Deeply Said" was the original poem. The first remix was "A Confession as an Interrogation," and now it is titled "A Tesseract" from what famous book? A Wrinkle in Time. My brethren, I am talking to the crowd. Today we face the plight of a shooting star. Will anyone notice? When our shoes begin to fizzle and we know nothing about where we are going. My brethren, listen for them. Lights out. The next poem was titled "Excuse Me, Miss," the original. They remix "The Lady Waits," and the second remix, "Purse Your Lips While You Talk." Silence is typical. It's like cortisone cream, the way that we massage it into the day. It helps. If a situation flares up, well, let's be honest with each other, we're not powerful at all. And silence, being the beast that it is, lives in a jungle, a tiger on the prowl, watching for some useless meat, some unsuspecting moving meat. A clown that we'd throw pies at, the lion eats instead. Why does silence flash on a movie screen, as if it were a dog who knew those tricks, some lapdog laying still and peaceful? Just because it doesn't talk, just because it doesn't make noise, doesn't mean that it's civilized. No noise means that the prowl is creeping through, ripping reality from the bone. I think about responding to her, or just some salutation. Silence kills those clowns. I stand here waiting, for that giant to loosen its teeth someday. First Words was the original title to the next poem, and the first remix was Each Time I Saw You, and the second remix is New Skin. Candle wax, smooth drop, the liquid that dries a copy of skin. Amongst my aged lines, the hands, where wax has dropped and dried, you travel them like streets, in a vehicle fueled with gasoline words, easily flammable when I'm hot. Shades of You was the original title of the next poem, and the first remix was titled Who Needs to Read Variety, I Already Know. And the second remix is titled Somewhere Up to the Left. There's so much to make of you to understand your voice. What movie it's coming from now, or what royalty first smiled with those lips. Did I find Amelia? Take me to your sky. I won't tell them where you've been. The next one was titled Tears That Sound, and the first remix was Breaking Badly, and this second remix is titled Cure for the Common. As a child, my mother would put a cold cloth over my face to battle ugly, puffy red eyes. The mission of appearance has no bounds. Women play tricks on appearance, peeping around the corner as it works diligently at a desk full of stacks of Janes. Not quite the picture that Stepford presents, but the job entails immortal dedication. Not one little witch slips through without consequence. On this night, however, I begged appearance to let me off. No cold cloth, no sleep. I want to see what my face looks like after you. The first poem was titled What Else Can I Say? And the first remix, Unveiling the Joker. Now the second remix of the next poem is titled The Answer Is Not Without Reason. It is not about reason or choice. It is not about likeness and similarity. It is not about sanity and removal. It is not about the culmination of my thoughts or how they seem to have been punished, like babble into demographics of you. The last poem was originally titled You Say, I Say. And the first remix was Give Me My Memories, They Meant Something to Me. And this last one is titled Between for the second remix. Despite the evens, nobody ever says that. We exist in the afternoons. I hurry up on you, argue us over agreements. Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf now? Laugh when there is an ecstatic silence. Inconveniences are optimal in the clear of day. Lightning strikes 9.73333333334 times in different spots. But I don't make glass sculptures on the beach. How it was, now it is. Me on the other side of the door, holding open the screen so it won't rush away from my hand. And thank you for listening.